It's worth 300 million of Europeans sharing a common currency that promote and demand an economic stability that would enable a higher long-term growth perspective. When this pact was put aside, the seed of excessive public spending was planted. Now, it has flourished across the continent and has become unbearable. The lack of political will to fulfill all these agreements led to the irresponsible decision of ignoring them instead. From that moment, Europe has become weaker. It has become weaker because a Europe that put problems in the Atlantic link is a weaker Europe. A Europe that does not support itself on the strength of its states is a weaker Europe. An in-debt Europe is a weaker Europe, and a Europe with an unsustainable welfare model because its economy is not growing and its population is getting unbalanced is a weaker Europe. Well, much political leadership is needed to get Europe back on the right track. Reforming the Stability and Growth Pact must serve to reestablish the solid pillars necessary for economic growth, which is the necessary condition for keeping welfare. The new Stability Pact must be complied by all, in all circumstances, to avoid any country becoming a threat to the rest of the European Union members. To accomplish this, economic governance in the UE should be fit with coercive measures, including sanctions of a political nature. It is essential that commitments arising from the Stability Pact get translated into firm national political agreements. The euro has made all European economies so interconnected that these national agreements will reflect the political will of all and each. All and each European countries to stand firm on their previous commitment and responsibility to each other. We must acknowledge that the solution to the current euro crisis will ultimately have a political nature. The fiscal crisis of many European states finds its source in the lack of political will to enforce agreements which are fully in effect and perfectly legitimate. It is necessary that national political leaders undertake the task of explaining their citizens why it is essential to make structural reforms and ensure sustainability in the public finances in the short, medium, and long term.